Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about breastfeeding and my journey so far and just give you guys some advice or tips. Feeding for 6 months and I plan on stopping around 7, 8, or 9 months. Honestly, I decided that I wanted to breastfeed way before I even got pregnant. I always said I wanted to breastfeed and it's super nutritional for your baby as well. I definitely do recommend doing it because nutrients that your body produces for your baby is absolutely insane. Like, it can literally prevent them from getting a lot of sicknesses, illnesses. After I was done with my recovery phase in the hospital and I went to my hospital room, they told me to latch her on the boob. My baby latched immediately. It was so perfect, y'all. What you have to do when you're really latching your baby, y'all, is make sure that your baby's mouth is on your whole areola, not just on the nipple part, because I feel like that's where a lot of people might go wrong at. But literally make sure that your baby's mouth is covering your whole entire areola. Literally. Thing about breastfeeding too, if your baby isn't latching at all, you literally can force them to latch. Like, really, like, put your boob farther in the baby's mouth. They're not going to choke or anything. So, and if you guys need help with breastfeeding as well, there's a lot of lactation specialists at the doctor. So I did not start pumping until maybe like 3 or 4 weeks, y'all. I didn't understand how to pump, honestly. Like, it sounds kind of silly, but I didn't have my tubes tight enough in my pump, so it wasn't sucking out any milk, which is really frustrating for me. Now is the Mandela wearable pumps. I don't know the name of it. It starts with the S. I really love those two pumps. The Mandela pump is a wall pump and I get the best results from that pump. Literally put them on, and I have a nursing bra from Mom Cozy as well. Definitely recommend nursing bras. Lifesaver, because nobody wants to sit there and hold their pump. Like, you can get them on Amazon, Walmart, Target. Do not force yourself on a pump schedule if you're not producing a lot of milk. And I will only say this, like, it's very like hard to navigate and it gets very frustrating and overwhelming very easily. So if you're trying to feed your baby, change your baby, nurse your baby, and pump and get sleep and take care of yourself, it's too much. Like, literally just pump when you can pump and feed your baby when you can feed your baby. A lot of times when you get on like TikTok or YouTube, people are like, oh, I pump this so many times a day, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't do that. And kudos to those who do and kudos to those who don't, because it is really hard just trying to navigate being a mom and having a newborn baby. And it's already very challenging breastfeeding as well. Like, y'all, it's so hard. I'm not gonna lie. Put gloves or mittens on that baby while they're eating. I have bruises, scratches. I have like permanent scratches on my boobs now for my baby because she claws at my boobs so hard. Your baby controls the milk flow that comes out of your boob by pressing on your boob, and kind of like very essential to keep gloves on that little one, trust me, because baby nails is like having mini razors. Pick a comfortable feeding position when you are nursing, y'all. So me, I didn't know this. I literally was hunching over trying to feed my baby. My back was on fire. Plus I had a C-section, so I'm talking about breastfeeding you. Like being breastfed? You do. So what saved me, y'all, was feeding my baby laying down. I looked up feeding positions on Google because I was like, there's no way, like, this is the only way I could feed her, because it was just so uncomfortable. And this is what popped up. Let me laid back nursing position, cradle hold, cross cradle hold, football hold. Oh, that's for twins. And side laying position. I did a lot of the side lying position and the laid back position. And baby, I still do the side position to this day. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a professional. This is just, you know, this is just things that I did. Make sure your baby is actually eating when you're feeding them, y'all. Like, it sounds crazy, but your baby can just be sitting there sucking on your skin. They could just be sucking on your areola. They could just be sucking and getting no milk out. Like, you literally have to listen to the sounds that your baby is making. It has to be like a deep gulping sound. That's how you know your baby's eating. Because my lactation person, she said, if you can hear your baby like gulping from across the room, that means they're eating. If not, your baby's not eating. So imagine you're sitting there and you think you're feeding your baby and your baby just keeps crying and crying and getting agitated. Because you're not even feeding the baby. Learn baby sounds as well. So I was watching this video of this lactation lady who was on the Oprah show describing baby sounds and baby screams, so you can understand what they were saying. Because basically babies can talk. They can't talk in a language that we understand, but make sounds and scream. There's a message behind it. Basically it says nah, 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 like nah, that means they're hungry. Basically, when I first got home up until now, I've been feeding my baby every 2 to 3 hours. But when she first got home, it literally felt like I was feeding her every single hour because she was cluster feeding. And cluster feeding, y'all, if you know anybody that's cluster feeding, pray for them, because cluster feeding is absolutely insane. Let me look up the meaning. Cluster feeding refers to a period when a baby feeds very frequently, often in short bursts for a few hours, but not a regular pattern. So I experienced this when she was having a growth spurt. I feel like this happened around like when she first came home, and maybe like 2 months, honestly. The best thing about breastfeeding, y'all, is I promise you it gets better. Like, I literally was like going through it, trying to figure out how to breastfeed and trying to figure out how to produce enough milk for my baby. But it literally gets easier. You become a pro, your baby understands it more, and you and your baby kind of work hand in hand on feeding them as well. Like, just get so much better over time. So try to thug it out if you can. If you can't, maybe I get it. My postpartum recovery was really great, aside from the fact that I had a C-section. So my recovery was very freaking painful, but I didn't get sad. I had a little bit of like postpartum rage, but try to do something for yourself every single day when you are going through postpartum, because it is a very, very, very challenging, and it's definitely more of a mental thing than a mental and emotional thing more than anything. So if you're not taking care of yourself and your mental and your body, you can't take care of your baby, honestly. So don't try to just take care of the baby and neglect yourself. Like, you genuinely do have to take care of yourself. But at the same time, when I first got home, probably about 2 weeks, I didn't really take care of myself because I was tired. Like, I just wanted to sleep. I fed her, I slept, I took a shower, got back in bed. Everybody's postpartum situation is different. Everybody's body recovers differently. So don't try to compare yourself to anything that you see on social media. You need to take any type of pregnancy, postpartum, baby advice with a grain of salt, because everybody's experience is very different, honestly. So the 3 P's that have helped me with breastfeeding is practice, patience, and persistence. Practice latching with your baby. Patience, have patience when it comes to breastfeeding, because like I said, it can be very challenging, and you definitely want to give up a lot of the times. Remember the bigger outcome and all the amazing nutrients that your baby is getting from your body. Like, persistence. Just keep going, honestly. Don't feel bad if you do stop breastfeeding, but also try to push yourself to keep going. If you feel like, okay, I really want to breastfeed, keep doing it. Don't let something small veer you off to giving your baby into formula. I would definitely say invest in the right pump. Make sure that you have a pump that is actually getting milk out of your body, that is comfortable, that has multiple flange sizes, because everybody's boob size is different as well. So if you have a little bitty flange and you're trying to put that on and you don't feel any milk coming out, 9 out of 10 you have the wrong size pump. So definitely ask your lactation person about that as well, because that can really like discourage you on breastfeeding as well if you're not pumping enough milk for your baby. Take your prenatals. Like, it's literally easy to take 2 gummies a day. Even after you give birth, still take your prenatals, because your baby is literally taking all of your nutrients from your body. So how are you going to replenish it if you're not taking any vitamins? So take your vitamins. Take your vitamins, drink water, drink anything with electrolytes. I drink body armors. They're so freaking good. I'm about to show you actually. So these are the body armors that I drink. This is Body Armor Light, and it's peach mango. They have multiple flavors as well. So just find you a flavor that you like, or get Gatorade or Liquid IV. Y'all, there's so many options that you can use, but you have to make sure that you're replenishing your body. Water is not going to do enough. Make sure you do not warm your breast milk in the microwave, because that literally will kill all the good antibodies in the milk, and it's just no point in giving them the milk at that point. And even when you use a bottle warmer, make sure that it's under 104 degrees. If your bottle warmer is 104 degrees and up, you're also burning the nutrients. Also, y'all, you don't have to give your baby warm milk. That's just like an old tale or something. I don't know. My baby drinks milk either right out the boob or right out the refrigerator. That's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys got a lot of information from this video. Like I said, I have been breastfeeding for 6 months. It's definitely been a journey. It's a bittersweet journey as well. Okay, so this is my nursing bra from Mom Cozy, and this is my favorite one to wear because it's just like super supportive. They have little straps on the side. And this is what I do literally because I'm about to pump actually. This is the Mandela pump that I use. And I have all my stuff already set up, and I just sit in my chair because it's like way more comfortable. What my pumps look like. And when I get ready to clean them, I literally just open this part right here, take this out, and just clean all this stuff. And you go ahead and you put your pumps in here. You can actually see your nipple through the cone. What your pump should look like when you have everything all hooked up. Go ahead and turn your pump on. Literally just start like pumping out. Different settings on here as well. Like this controls the suction. This controls how fast and slow you want the suction. I always turn mine all the way up. Really sit here for like 10 to 30 minutes and pump, and then I just see how much milk I get each time. Say we'll be fine, say we'll be together. Selfish of me.